And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome into the stream tonight. We've got a big one. These two teams played last week, and it was an absolute beatdown as the Boston Bruins went into LA and hammered them 7-0 last week. LA now comes to Boston this week. And you got to think that they have revenge on their mind. Bruins finally playing back at home as well after about 2 weeks away on the road. Very successful 6-game road trip for the Bruins, winning 5 out of 6 games on the trip. They return to home ice for their first time in a while. This should be a really, really fun game here tonight. And we'll see if the Bruins can keep going with the momentum that they've built on this road trip, or if the Kings are going to have a revenge game in them for what happened last week when Boston just ran them out of the building back on last Monday. So this is going to be a fun one. I'm excited for it. Ready to get going here. We're getting close to puck drop. Probably about 10 or so minutes away. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. We've got Leo, Eddie, Logan, TCB, Carmine, Jax, Gaming Gang. What is going on? Welcome in, guys. Alex, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. It's awesome to have everybody in the chat. We are getting going. We are getting ready. Hopefully going to be a fun hockey game here tonight. Edited, what is going on? Welcome in. Jacob, if you're a sore loser, then you're just going to be a little baby in the chat, whatever, but go cry somewhere else. Jason, what's going on? Welcome in. Jack, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Gerry, thanks for stopping by. Awesome to see you in the chat, as always. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really appreciate it. Red Rubber, welcome in. Thank you so much for watching. Great to have you here. Clem, what's up, man? Welcome. Great to have you. Thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Feel like I haven't streamed in a while. It's only been 3 days. It's only been 3 days, and it seems like it's been longer than that. I'm pumped to get a game going again here. So, very excited for puck drop in this one. So, we're getting ready. Yeah, we're still a little ways away from puck drop here. I'll get the poll up in the chat. So you guys can get your votes in on who you think is going to win. Should be up in the chat right about now. And you guys can get your votes in on who you think's going to win tonight. This does have the makings of a trap game for the Bruins. It does have the trap game feel to it with the first game after a long road trip back home. That's usually a trap game. Team that you just absolutely destroyed like a week before, that has the makings for a trap game. But Boston's riding a lot of good momentum right now. So I'm going to say Bruins 4-3. I'm going to say Bruins 4-3. Yes, Boston can tie Toronto in points with 74 if they win tonight. However, they cannot pass Toronto in the standings because Toronto has less games played. So even if they have the same number of points, Toronto would be ahead of them in the standings. But they can tie Toronto at 74 points if they do win tonight. So, and Toronto would have to lose as well because Toronto plays Columbus tonight. So Toronto would have to lose as well. But that is a possibility where they could catch the Leafs at 74. Yeah, Gaming Gang, it's quite different than they are now, that's for sure. Brian, what's going on? Welcome in. Alex, what's going on? Welcome. Carmine, hello. Welcome in. I mean, he's scored in more games than he hasn't recently, Clem, so it's usually a pretty good bet that Pasta is probably going to get one, but we'll have to see. But I do think that there's a decent chance that he scores with how often he's been scoring here the last couple of months. I didn't see any of the Columbus game. I forget what was that. Was that Saturday night? I forget already what I was doing Saturday night, but I saw like the first period of the Columbus game, and that was it. Joey, what is up? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to have you in the chat. Let's see. Trevor, welcome in. Thank you so much for watching. Great to have you. I'm doing pretty well. How are you? Thanks for being here. You're going to Florida tomorrow, Carmine. That is awesome. Hope you have a great time in Florida. I did not know that, Leo, but I'm sure that they'll show it here on Nesson then. Matthew, what's going on? Next game is tomorrow night. Penguins versus Panthers tomorrow night is my next game. Aaron, what's going on? Welcome in. Great to have you here. Thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Favorite cartoon? Probably gotta go SpongeBob for that. Joe, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. Puck drops usually around like 7:10, Clem. The only link that I would have to provide, Aaron, would be the one in the description. Like that's the link in the description is the membership link that YouTube has given me. So, there's no other link other than that. I can try and post it here for you. Give me a sec. I just dropped it in the chat, Aaron. I just dropped it in the chat. You should see it. Owen, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Thank you for stopping by. It's awesome to see you. Thank you. Really, really appreciate it. Glad you could be here. They're getting ready to do the national anthem now, and then we'll be going into the game as soon as they're done with the anthem. Cats, what's up? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Linus Ullmark is in net for the Bruins in this game. Yo, Aaron just became a member. Let's get that member hype in the chat, everybody, for Aaron. Becomes a superstar member on the channel. Let's go. Thank you so much. That is awesome, man. Really, really, really appreciate it. That is awesome, dude. Get some hype in the chat for Aaron, member. That is sweet. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're getting close to puck drop here. Right after this, right after the anthem's done, we'll be getting right into the action. Hopefully it's a good game here tonight. I'm high on the Kings. I like the Kings. Like they've become one of my favorite Western Conference teams this year. I like this Kings team, so I'm excited to see what they look like tonight. I don't think it's going to be 7-0 like the last time these teams played. I think we're going to have a good hockey game. Let's see. Jacob, what's going on? Welcome in. Matthew, welcome. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to have you guys in the chat. Kings right now are in second place in the Pacific. I'm surprised that they're that high in the Pacific, but I did think that they were going to be a dark horse team to make a possible playoff push this year, and we're seeing exactly that. And right now they're hanging on into second place, right behind the Calgary Flames in the Pacific Division. So very impressed with what the Kings have been able to do this year. And honestly, I hope they keep it up. I would love for LA to be the 2 seed in the Pacific. Would absolutely love it. Yeah, maybe next week sometime, Eddie. I'm pretty busy this week, but maybe next week sometime. Vernon, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Great to have you here. We've got Cal Peterson in goal for LA tonight. We've got Linus Ullmark in goal for Boston down at the other end. And we are about ready to go. As teams get ready, one last quick little lap around as we get ready for the action, and then the goaltenders will report to their nets, and we will get puck drop. So this is hopefully going to be a really fun night of action. Really, really appreciate everybody watching. Yo, Trevor's been a member for 9 months. Let's go. Let's go. Get that hype for Trevor. 9 months as a member on the channel as the puck drops, and we are underway. As Boston will dump that deep back into the Kings zone. Taken down in the corner. I mean, they certainly have a chance to, Clem. If Boston keeps playing the way that they have, I think they have a really good chance to. Obviously, Toronto's having some goaltending issues right now. If those keep up, they could be in some trouble. Played down to the corner now. Kings take it. Pass to Anderson, kept in. Jack Ashawn pinching. That's big news today. Matt Grzelcyk not in the lineup for the Bruins. He is injured. Jack Ashawn has taken his spot in the lineup next to Brandon Carlo. So you'll see small number 54 out there for the Bruins. That is Jack Ashawn. As the Kings try and work it out of their zone up to Adrian Kempe over the red line, dumped into the offensive end. Shannon, what is going on? Welcome in. Great to see you here. Thank you so much for coming by. We have dropped the puck here just over a minute into the first. Boston dumps it back into the offensive zone. Coyle back to the point. Ashawn with the long shot. Peterson with a nice save there, and he'll cover it up. And we'll get our first whistle of the game. It will be an offensive zone faceoff for the Bruins coming up here 1 minute and 13 seconds into the first after Peterson makes that save. So, ozone draw here. And kind of a stalemate off the draw between Deneau and Holla. And eventually the Kings are able to get it up, and they get it out of the zone over the red line. Stolen back by the Bruins. Kings have to take it now, regrouping in their own zone. Taking back now. Moved up here. Past Taylor Hall. Played by the Kings as they retreat. Working it up, taken now away into the middle from Moore, and the Kings will have to try again through the neutral zone. Taken back into their own end. Played up now by Matt Roy into the offensive end, or excuse me, that was Oli Mata. Shot in there, goes just wide. Played behind the net now. Kings getting their first zone time. Moore spins that one, misses it. Out to the blue line. Bruins get it to it, and they're going to just muscle that one back out and take possession back here. As big play there from Connor Clifton running over the King at the blue line. Bruins up now through the neutral zone. Backhanded into the offensive end. It's taken away again by the Kings. They pass it over. Good check there, but the Kings get it up. Grundstrom takes a big hit there from Lazar as he dumps it into the offensive zone. Kyle, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Ullmark, scramble in front, trying to find it. Bruins keep it out. Good hit by the Kings on the forecheck. They keep it in. Moved over now, long shot there, sent wide, trying to find it in front. Glove down by Boston, and they'll clear it out. Here comes Lazar with Nosek up ice into the offensive zone. Lazar with a shot, and that gets covered up. And now we had some pushing and shoving after the whistle. Nosek and Lazar scrumming it up with Bjornfoot and Dursey. And that was a good save by Cal Peterson. It's going to be another offensive zone draw for the Bruins. Nancy, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Some good hits already early in this game. Both teams have landed some solid hits here. One back now. Kings take the defensive zone draw. Doughty plays it up the wall. Kempe backhands it out. Taken all the way down. It's going to be icing here against LA. We'll get another quick whistle as Riley wins the race. And it is going to be a offensive zone faceoff again coming up for the game. Pump 200 pump. What's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. It's on my TV. I'm watching on Nesson right now. As this gets taken back now, move to the middle, shot in there. Nice save by Peterson. A little bit of traffic in front as well. Kings trying to work it out of their end. Bergeron takes it back out to the point. Long shot from Riley goes high off glass. Ghost, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Bruins have to go back and get it in their own zone. Bruin, great to have you in the chat. Thank you so much for coming by. Moved up now, dumped in by Boston. Peterson plays it behind the net for Doughty. Up the wall, Mikey Anderson chips that one, and that's going to go all the way down. Icing call again here against the Kings. Bruins will get some more O-zone time. So we'll have another attacking zone face-off for the Bruins going on. What's going on, Boston Sportsman? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to see you in the chat. Boston with a pretty energetic start to this game. They've had a lot of zone time. And that one got deflected up and out of play. It will just be another O-zone draw for the Bruins. Underwater, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Oh, you were at the Columbus game, Ghost. That's awesome. Well, at least they got the 2 points. That's what matters in the end. As long as they're climbing or gaining points in the standings, that's what's most important. It's played around now in the corner. Dropped off here for Pastrnak. Trying to throw it in front. That goes off the outside of the goal. Taken here by Mata. He plays it up past Trevor Moore. And the Bruins will take it back and regroup in their own end. Trying to play this one up now through the neutral zone. Boston can't get that in. Good stand up there by the Kings. Now Deneau takes it at the red line. Plays it up to Moore. That's poked away from him. Trying to go back the other way. And Pastrnak into the offensive zone as Taylor Hall takes a big hit. Played around in the offensive zone now. Boston back on the attack. Trying to get this one out high. Pasta spins away. And not able to keep clean possession there. Bruins just send it deep. They'll head off for a line change. Behind the nets. Played now by Mata. He goes D to D. Played up now, dumped in by LA. Byfield goes after on the forecheck. Played around to the corner. In on the forecheck now, getting some help. Couple Kings in there, trying to come away with possession. And the Bruins trying to work it out the other way. Here comes Craig Smith into the middle. That one goes by Charlie Coyle, and Bjornfoot gets it back for LA. Now there's a pile for it on the sidewall. Bruins come away with it. Smith brings it into the offensive end. Trying to get around the D. Good job there by Dursey. Thrown in front. Peterson has to make another nice save there with 14:49 to go. And another chance for Boston, but the LA goaltender makes another nice save, and we remain scoreless. Jason, what's going on? Welcome. I'm a Bruins fan, but I cover the entire NHL on this channel. Nancy, what's going on? I mean, probably not, but if they don't get any, decent offers for him, then they probably will just keep him. But I think more likely than not, he gets dealt. I do remember Nail Yakupov, Eddie. Absolutely. One of the biggest busts in NHL history. Low battery, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. We got 14:46 now to go. Another quick whistle. And taken out now. Kings clear the zone. Trying to bring it up now. LA through neutral ice. And into the Bruins end. Kaliev takes a hit there, but wraps it around. Now it's played by Lizotte. Shot in. That one gets knocked down. And back the other way comes Boston over the red line. Dumped in there by Frederick, and they're going to peel off for a line change. Kings try and get it back. Oh, Alex, that's a rough one. Yeah, that's a rough one for sure. Yeah, LA doesn't have an official shot on goal yet. They've had a little bit of time in the offensive zone, but haven't been able to get pucks through. Back over now, played here by McAvoy. Long shot in there, deflects just wide. Now on the far side, LA gets it out. Moved up here, over the red line. Big hit there by Mata, or on Mata by Foligno. Back the other way now. Here comes Nick Foligno into the offense. No pass into the middle. Lazar just couldn't backhand it in. What a chance there for the Bruins' fourth line. Now Byfield comes back the other way for LA. He loses the puck in the neutral zone. Now he gets it back as both teams head off for a line change. LA regroups back in their own zone. Moved up the wall now. Tried to get that one through the Bruins D, but they stand him up. DeBrusque gets back and will take the puck with Anze Kopitar chasing him. Plays it back to the D. Now it's stolen by Kempe. LA with a chance now, offensive zone. Doughty with a good shot and a pad save by Ullmark. There's LA's first shot, and it was a quality chance from Drew Doughty. But Ullmark got the pad on it. We remain scoreless. Back the other way now. Here comes Kopitar. Drop pass. Shot in there. And that's deflected up high. And it looks like that was Anderson Dolan in the lineup tonight for the Kings with that shot, but it deflects up into the netting. We'll get a whistle here. And we're going to head to our first commercial break. Under 14 minutes to go here in a scoreless first between the Kings and the Bruins. Nobody's found the back of the net yet, but LA will have an offensive zone face-off when we come back from the commercial. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. Great to have everybody in the chat. It would mean a lot if you could hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a hockey community where everyone can come together, have some fun, and enjoy the games. I've seen a few episodes low battery, but it's not a show that I really watched much of. We're off to a pretty good start here. Boston's come out with some good energy. They've had a lot of zone time. Peterson's made some nice saves. LA came back the other way. They only have one shot, but it was a quality shot from Drew Doughty that Ullmark made a nice pad save on. So, we've had a few chances so far, but still scoreless. Obviously, still very early. Not even 10 minutes into the game yet. Still a lot of time for things to get going here. And I'm sure LA is going to start to get some more rhythm and start to get some more attacking time as this game goes along. I don't think they're going to be held out of the offensive zone this much for the entirety of the game. Angelo, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. April 2nd, that is awesome. You're going to the game on April 2nd. I hope you have a great time. I hope it's a great game. All right, we're back from the commercial break now. Kings with the offensive zone draw. Bruins in their own end. Going to try and obviously win this back and get a good clear. Panthers already have a 1-0 lead on the Sabres. That game started at 7. Maple Leafs and Jackets are still 0-0 as the Kings win this face-off back. Doughty's shot goes wide. Played now by Connor Clifton behind his own net. Trying to avoid the forecheck. Good pass up and out. Taken here. Bruins into the offensive zone. Charlie Coyle trying to go backdoor for Frederick, but the pass doesn't connect. Back the other way now. Here comes LA. Trevor Moore through the neutral zone. Yeah, sounds like fun, Leo. I haven't seen it, but it sounds like fun. It's taken now. Bruins back regrouping in their own zone. Slapshot Jack, what is going on, man? Welcome in. Great to see you in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Bruins back in the offensive end here. Spin around shot, glove down by Peterson. We got another save. And shots on goal are now 7-1 in favor of Boston. 12:02 remaining in the first period. Donna, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. .12:02 here remaining in the first. Bruins back in the attacking end for this face-off. Still looking for our first goal. That face-off. Linesman didn't like the drop, so he They whistle it down, and we'll redo it. Pretty common occurrence. Moved up and out. That one goes all the way down, and that's going to be icing. So another quick whistle here, and an icing call against LA. It will come right back down to their end. Tim, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Underwater, they used to have NHL TV, but ESPN Plus is basically NHL TV got scrapped for all the games being on ESPN Plus. So all the games that you would have been able to watch on NHL TV, which was basically just out-of-market games, are now all on ESPN Plus. So that's how I watch everything that's not Bruins or a national TV game. But that basically took over as the new streaming service for the NHL. Moved over now, brought up here. Kopitar sends it back, and the Kings will deflect it into the offensive zone. That one gets sent around. Bruins will play it deep. Ullmark takes it in his own end. Florida just scored again. Thank you for the update, John. Really, really appreciate it. 2-0 now, Panthers. Taken now. Bruins trying to cycle in the offensive zone, but the Kings clear it out. They come up ice into the offensive end. Here's Jersey jumping up into the play, and that squirts in on Ullmark from his own teammate. Went off a back-checking Bruin, but Ullmark's able to adjust and keep it out. Bruins come back down the other way now. Hall in on the forecheck with Hall. Wes, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Byfield takes a hit. Brought up now, taken, and over the red line, and that's thrown out of play by Taylor Hall. It will be a neutral zone face-off coming up here with 10:18 to go in the first. And it is 0-0 still as we're closing on the halfway point of this first period. Boston coming off a 5-1 road trip and playing back at home now for the first time in a couple of weeks. And honestly, they're off to a decent start. Vastly outshooting the Kings 7-2 to start this game. Kings try and dump it in now. Ullmark better get back in the net. Grundstrom throws it in front, trying to find Lizotte, but the Bruins steal it away, and they backhand it up and out of the zone. Kings have to throw it back in. They'll restart the forecheck as Clifton goes back to get it. Grundstrom with a hit against him. Foligno backhands it up the wall to Nosek. Nosek to the middle, out of the zone. Played up now by Boston into the offensive end. Looking to get around the D. Mikey Anderson does a good job defending. Played down to Doughty. Behind the net now, Anderson takes it. Up to Kaliev, and the Kings come back the other way. They'll dump it into the offensive zone, right into the glove of Linus Ullmark. And 9:33 to go in the first period. That one's going to be covered up by Ullmark. It'll be an ozone draw for the Kings. When we come back, we are still scoreless. Past the halfway point now of period number 1. Florida's goal was disallowed. Damn. Well, I'm sure with that offense, they'll probably get it back. Paolo, what's going on? Welcome in. Maybe, Robert. We'll have to see. Thursday. That game's Thursday night, I believe. That'll be interesting. Red Wings are playing tomorrow. Yes. Yeah, Nintendo is still pretty popular, low battery, for sure. Like, now Nintendo Switch is huge, so I would agree with that. Vegas is playing tomorrow. Yeah, there's a lot more games tomorrow. There's only 5 games tonight. There's not a lot of games tonight. Paolo, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to have you in the chat. So obviously we've got Kings Bruins, we got Panthers Sabres, and Maple Leafs Jackets, which are all going on right now. Coming up at 7:30, we have Colorado against the New York Islanders, and then at 9:30, the Battle of Alberta. That'll actually be a really fun game. Edmonton against Calgary at 9:30, but those are the only games tonight. Tomorrow, there's a much bigger schedule. I think there's 7 or 8 games tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whoa, no, there's way more. There's a bunch of games tomorrow. 3, 6, 9, 11 games tomorrow. So yeah, there's a lot of action. What's going on, Olaf? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Kings keep it in the offensive zone now over to Doughty. We got a Kings player down. Ullmark makes a save there. Looks like it's Mikey Anderson. He is still down along the sidewall here. Favorite Bruin, Patrice Bergeron. And Mikey Anderson looks injured here. Lisa, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yeah, Anderson went in to try and hit Marchand, and Marchand got him with the reverse hit as Anderson went in to make the check, and he looked completely off guard there. Looked completely off guard there. I don't know if he got the wind knocked out of him or what's keeping him down so long here. Anderson is just getting back to his skates now. He went in to try and hit Brad Marchand, and Marchand reverse hit him. And Anderson just something must have hit the wrong way, because I don't know, he didn't look like he was prepared for it, and he got completely caught off guard and very shaken up, headed back to the bench here. With the help from the trainer, it looks like he's going to go to the locker room. I said 4-3. I said 4-3 Bruins, Jacob, was my original prediction. Might not be that high scoring, though. Might not be that high scoring, because we're halfway through the first and we don't have a goal yet. Kings dump it in now. That one's rimmed around. Played up here. Played down there. Working it up. Kings send it back in. Here's Moore. Into the middle. Carlo takes it for Boston. Up to Craig Smith. Smith passes it to Coyle, to Frederick into the offensive zone. Frederick tries to throw that in, and he grabs... Peterson grabs it with the glove, and now he has some pushing after the whistle as Matt Roy and Trent Frederick grab each other, but that breaks up very quickly. And we'll have an offensive zone face-off now here for the Bruins, as Freddie threw that one on goal, and Peterson grabbed it. 8:46 remaining in the period. Hall line is going to come out now against the Deneau line for LA. And Deneau is going to get kicked out of the face-off dot. And that's one back by Eric Hall, and now Bruins set up in the attacking zone. Thrown down now. Out back to the point, long shot, and Peterson has to make another save as he'll cover that up. 8:37 remaining, Bruins' 9th shot on goal. And we'll have an O-zone draw again here for Boston. We're still looking for the first goal of this game, but the Bruins are out shooting the Kings 9-4. Mike, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to have you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. And Deneau's going to win that one back defensively. Doughty up the wall. Kings trying to chip it out. Cross ice play, and they'll have it out now through the neutral zone. Bruins steal it right back. Here's Eric Hall, a drop pass for Pastrnak. Pastrnak with a good shot there, but an even better save by Peterson. Moore brings it the other way. Riley pokes it away from him. Hollis steals it on the back check. Bruins get possession again. Now it's McAvoy. Up for Pastrnak, trying to find Hall, but it goes too far in front. Played back the other way now by the Kings. Bruins take possession back at their blue line. 8 minutes to go in the first period. That's dumped in again by Boston. Sean Durzi back to play it. He gets knocked down by the Bruins forecheck, but Doughty takes the puck. Kings trying to work it up now. Doughty to Durzi, back behind to the net. Up now to Iafallo. Over the red line. Kings cross corner dump. That goes into the offensive zone. Forbert getting chased by Dustin Brown. Kings doing a good job on the forecheck, trying to keep it in. Bruins finally able to clear it out, and Roy is going to get it now for LA. He plays it over to Durzi. Up through the middle. Back to Roy. Back to Durzi. They're trying to find some passing lanes here. Bruins doing a good job of clogging up the neutral zone for the most part, as Forbert sends that to Clifton behind the net. Stolen away by Blake Lizotte. Forbert trying to get it back now for Boston. And the Bruins are going to come away with possession. They'll backhand it up the wall. Kept in, though, by Olli Mata. Grundstrom takes it now, but we get a whistle and I believe a hand pass call here against LA. 7:04 to go in the first period, and we're going to have a neutral zone face-off coming up. Still scoreless game. Mr. Sports, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Jack, just Peterson's been strong in goal, though. Malika, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. Very sorry for your loss, Paolo. Definitely thinking of you and your family. And, yeah, just very, very sorry to hear that. But you'll definitely be in thoughts and condolences to you and your family for sure as the Bruins ice the puck here. Corey, what's going on? Welcome in. Alameen, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you guys for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Good to have everybody in the chat. First period action here. 6:41 to go. And the Kings will get an offensive zone face-off here. Bergeron line out for the Bruins. Looks like Kopitar line is out for the Kings, and the Bruins win that one back. Played behind the net now, Riley. Riley up the wall. Cleared out by Boston. Marchand gets it over the red line. Takes a hit from Kempe. In front of the bench now, we get Bergeron in the mix, and he's going to dump it into the offensive zone. Here comes DeBrusk on the forecheck against Mata. Played up the wall by LA, and the Kings bring it out. 2-on-2 up ice into the offensive zone. Now 3-on-2 high slot. Shot there, and that one is blockered away by Ullmark up into the netting. Good chance there for Olli Mata jumping into the play to make it a 3-on-2, but his shot attempt gets stopped. And we'll get a whistle here and an ozone face-off coming up for the Kings. This one remains scoreless as that puck goes up into the netting. And no, that was not a save. That hit the post. That was not a save from Ullmark. That went off the crossbar and up and out. Very close there. My prediction was Bruins 4-3, Alameen, but I mean, that's just a guess. St. Martin, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Trying to get it now in front. Chance there. And Boston scores! It's Trent Frederick! Craig Smith, Trent Frederick, and Charlie Coyle have made such an awesome line for the Bruins, and they strike again. A great pass in front, and Frederick finishes it off for the first goal of the game. Bad turnover here by the Kings in their own zone. And Coyle with a great pass in front. Frederick finishes, and it is 1-0 Bruins. And Freddie scores for Boston here. It is 1-0. And we finally get our first goal of the game here with just under 6 minutes to go in the first. Christopher, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Jacob, which design do you plan on getting for the hoodie? Because I feel like the designs look like different designs look better with different colors. As this is taken by Boston now up and out of their zone. Jersey steps up at the blue line, but the Bruins are still able to clear. James, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. 5:15 to go in the first period. Bruins back into the offensive zone. Trying to put on some more pressure here. Kings looking to clear it out. Lizotte sends it up to Grundstrom out of the zone. And now it's dumped into the Boston end. Bruins going back, trying to get to it. It's Pasternak covering for the D. Grundstrom's all over him. Kings steal the puck. Taken now, played out high by Mata. Shot in there, chance, and that one squirts through! The Kings get it right back! And they tie the game up with 4:49 to go in the first. Blake Lizotte in front of the net squeaks that one through Allmark, and we have ourselves a tie game. That forecheck for the Kings, too much for the Bruins to handle. They couldn't get the puck out of the zone. Eventually, the puck ends up in front of the net, and it squeaks through Linus Ullmark there. Probably one that he would like to have. And that is a goal for the Kings. Blake Lizotte gets on the board, and it is 1-1. The primary assist was Charlie Coyle, John. I think Smith probably would get a secondary assist on it, but I know that the primary pass was from Charlie Coyle. Yeah, Blake Lizotte scores for LA, making it a 1-1 game here with 4:32 to go in the first period. We are going to our final commercial break now of the period, and all tied up here late in period number 1. So welcome in, everybody. Thank you all for watching. Kevin, Austin, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Late stages of period number 1. 1-1 game between the Kings and the Bruins. Obviously, I said before the game started I did not expect this to be a blowout like their game was last week. I was expecting a very close game between these two, and I'm still expecting a very close game between these two. Denise, what's going on? Welcome in. Rodrigo, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. It's great to have everybody in the chat. We're here to get ready for the last few minutes, about 4.5 minutes to go in period number 1. Off-the-wall hockey logo classic pullover hoodie. All right. You can get that one looks good on white, Jacob, or gray. You could get gray as well. On the store website, there's a preview. Like, you can change the colors, and it should show you what it will look like in that color. So you can get a good look at it and see which one that you like best. But for that logo, I tend to like lighter colors, but it's up to you for sure. But I tend to like lighter colors with that logo. Nelson, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. I like the over 5.5 on this game, Rodrigo. My prediction was 4-3, but we'll have to obviously wait and see. But we're coming back from the commercial break now. LA and Boston tied up at 1. Ozone draw for the Kings here, who are 7-3 in their last 10 games. Bruins are 7-2-1. So both of these teams have been playing well in their last 10. As we get a long shot there, and that one deflects up and out of play. We'll get a whistle and another offensive zone faceoff coming for the Kings. My favorite player is Patrice Bergeron, Denise. Brandon, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Bruins clear that one out of the defensive zone. Kings have to regroup in their own end as that's passed up to neutral ice. Adrian Kempe over the red line. Kings in on the attack. Anderson Dolan trying to throw that one down through to Kempe, who can't get it in front. Puck ends up in the corner. Kings come away with it. Back to the point. Mikey Anderson, long shot blocked there by McAvoy. Kings out high now to the blue line. They keep it in the attacking zone. Into the middle. Ullmark with a good save. Back again. Spin around shot. That one's a hand pass against LA, so that gets whistled down. 3:49. 3:49 to go here in the first. It's going to be an offensive zone, or no, a neutral zone face-off after the hand pass coming up, and the Bruins and Kings are tied up at 1. Maple Leafs are 3-0 now. All right, so they're taking care of business against Columbus. That's a game that Toronto very much needs to win. Yeah, of course, Jacob. I appreciate you being interested in some merch, for sure. Very much appreciated. Played around now. Taken here. Moved up the wall. Chipped to the middle. Kings trying to bring it back into the offensive end. Bruins come the other way. Trent Frederick has the goal for Boston. That's played in deep. And Kings on the forecheck, trying to keep it in on the attack, which they are. Kings have gotten better as this period's gone along. It was all Bruins for like the first 10 minutes, but as this period's gone along, the Kings have gotten better and better. They certainly have their legs now. Out high to the point, long shot there, deflects wide. Forbert after it in the corner. He gets hit, plays it through to Clifton. Clifton sends it over. Freddie's down behind his own goal line, sends it up to Coyle, chips it to the blue line, but not out. Kept in again here by LA. Here's a shot from Byfield. A nice pad save there by Ullmark. 2:42 to go here in the first. And that shot attempt from Byfield gets deflected up and out of play. We get a whistle here. 1-1 game. And we'll have another ozone draw coming up here for the Kings. Oh, that's true, Paolo. That is true. Nashville's had a pretty good season. They've been struggling a little bit as of late, Jack, but overall they've had a good season, and I do expect them to make the playoffs. I do expect the Predators to make the playoffs. If they don't, it'll be a big disappointment. Yes, Bruin, I do remember Tim Schaller. Absolutely. As that one is one back now. Played here. Durzi with a long shot. That's blocked. Bruins can't get it out of the zone, though. Now Foligno will get a chance, and he lofts it up and out to the neutral zone. Kings trying to regroup. Played through here. Back the other way. Durzi holding in his own zone. Played now by Bjornfoot. And the Kings will dump it back into the Boston end as Ullmark comes out to play it behind the net. He wraps it off glass. Kept in, though, by LA. Long shot goes wide, trying to get it in front. Here's another chance. That's cleared out. It's another chance for LA, and it's rocketed wide. Back now. Lazar into the middle. Bruins clear. Foligno gets the red line and dumps it in. Bruins go for a line change. 1:50 to go here in the first period. Zachary, what's going on? Welcome in. Black Series, welcome in. Good to have everyone in the chat. Thank you guys for watching. Here come the Bruins back in on the attack. Looking to get a pass in front is Haula. Goes through everybody. Bruins keep it in at the point. Long shot attempt gets blocked. Thrown in from Forbert there. Deflected wide by Hall. Bruins trying to keep it in the offensive end. Haula does. Played now by Taylor Hall. Long shot. That goes high off glass. Behind the net, Bruins get it back. Good hit, though, from Anderson on Haula. Kings will try and work it out. Good to see Mikey Anderson back. He was shaken up earlier in the period, but he is back out there playing for LA, so that's obviously great to see. As the Kings ice the puck with 1:06 to go in the first, and we'll have an ozone draw coming up again here for Boston. Jacob, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Danny, what is up, buddy? Thank you so much for coming by. Really, really appreciate it. Great to see you in the chat. Anderson pokes that one off the glass and clears it out where Riley will regroup. Moved over now. That's dumped into the offensive zone. Under a minute to go now in the first period. Played around behind the net. Here's a chance. Marchand with a shot and a good save by Peterson. Taken around now. Marchand trying to get a backhand pass through. It's taken by Athanasiou, and the Kings get it out. Athanasiou with speed now. It rolls in on Ullmark, and he plays it up to DeBrusk. Cross-ice pass through the neutral zone. Here come the Bruins in on the attack. Trying to feed McAvoy on the rush, but it goes through his skates. Played over now, over the red line. And Deneau is going to bring it into the offensive end. He fires a shot. A good save there by Ullmark. Rebound attempt goes wide. Kings have it down low. Final 12 seconds now of the first period. Puck's behind the net. Bruins backhanded up the wall. Frederick gets hit by Moore. And stolen away now by the Kings. They keep it in at the blue line. Dump it to the corner. That's going to do it. And 1-1 is how period 1 is going to end. As the horn sounds, and we are through 20 minutes. So we are headed to the intermission here. First intermission between the Bruins and Kings. Each team's exchanged a goal there in the first. And we've got 20 minutes down, 40 minutes of action to go, and a little bit of time now to hang out and chill at the intermission while we wait for the period number 2 to begin. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. It would mean a lot if you could hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy the games, and have some fun. Landorito, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Favorite rivalry, Denise? I mean, as a Bruins fan, I gotta say Bruins Canadians, but as far as like rivalries that are really hot right now, boy, that one I gotta think a little bit more about. Nothing, I mean, Florida and Tampa Bay has a pretty darn good one going right now. So as far as like for like current right now rivalries, but overall historically definitely Bruins Canadians. Hey, welcome back, Gerry. Thank you for stopping in at thank you for stopping in at the intermission. Great to see you here. Yeah, it was a pretty physical first, especially for teams that don't play each other very often, for sure. Not really, Jack. No, I've never really watched any soccer or anything. So, yeah, Calgary-Edmonton's kind of died down, though. Calgary and Edmonton the past 2 years was not like what it was back in 2019. Like, the 2019-2020 Battle of Alberta was like probably the best recent year of a rivalry that we've seen in the NHL in quite a while. I mean, we had the goalie fight between Cam Talbot and Mike Smith. We had, you know, multiple multi-fight games between those teams. Like, that was 2019 Battle of Alberta was like as good as it could get. But the last 2 years, it's really died right back down. I mean, I don't think there's been a fight between the Flames and the Oilers yet this season. Like, they've played 2 or 3 times already, and there hasn't even been a fight. It's died down a lot. Rangers and Islanders was kind of getting good, Isaac, but that's died down this year big time. I think mostly because, well, no, maybe it was last year that it started to die down. I don't remember exactly, but that one's died down a little bit too. Yeah, Battle of Alberta is tonight. We'll see if we get some rough stuff tonight, but I don't know. That hasn't had the same kick to it that it did a couple of years ago. Avi, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. That is awesome, Austin. You're going to the Leafs game with your dad. That is awesome. Declan, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Caps and Hurricanes play pretty decent games against each other, Danny, but it's not an overly physical rivalry. Like, you're not getting a lot of scraps between those teams or anything. I don't think much compares to 2019-2020 Battle of Alberta. I mean, those games, like when you had the goalie fight between Smith and Smith and Talbot, like those games were nuts. Those were must-watch hockey for that season every time those teams played. Because you also had the Kachuk versus Cassian incident as well. Michael, what's going on? Welcome in. Bruins and Lightning normally is, but this year there's been no fights between the Bruins and Lightning. That's been a very quiet rivalry this year. But last like 3 years before that, yes, Bruins Lightning was a great rivalry. Favorite Bruin, Jacob, is Patrice Bergeron. Diane, welcome in. Wow, you are in Ukraine. Well, please stay safe. Although, oh, never mind. I know who that is. I don't know if I I don't think I believe you, but okay. I'm pretty sure that's like a 10-year-old kid who definitely did not just go to Ukraine right now. So scratch that. Yeah, I definitely think that Matthews has a chance to hit 60, Kyle. Absolutely. He's been absolutely filthy this year. Will, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. We're here at the first intermission. It's a 1-1 game. Well, the Islanders have taken a lead over Colorado. 1-0, obviously very early in that one, but it'd be interesting. You don't see Colorado lose multiple games in a row very often. They lost in overtime against Calgary in their last game, so it'd be interesting if they were to lose again tonight, but still a lot of hockey left to be played in that one. Florida has a 1-0 lead over Buffalo. Toronto so far is up pretty big on Columbus, 3-0. And obviously this game here is tied 1-1. Hey, thank you, Angelo. Appreciate it. That's from my channel sponsor you see right over the scoreboard here, Super Deeker. They are how they got this backdrop for me. Yes, Leo, I do. That was back like when the Kings were winning Stanley Cups. They had Tyler Toffoli. They had they had, what the heck was his name? King. Was it, oh my God, I can't remember his first name, but they had Toffoli, they had King, they had Tanner Pearson. They had a bunch of guys wearing numbers in the 70s. Why can't I remember King's first name? Oh my God. It was, all right, I'm going to look up the 2014 Kings roster. Bro, he wore like number 74 or something. I can't remember his first name. Jordan Nolan was on that, wore 71. Jeff Carter wore 77. Dwight! It's Dwight King was number 74. I don't know why I couldn't remember his first name. But it was Dwight King wore number 74. Jeff Carter wore 77. Tyler Toffoli wore 73. Tanner Pearson wore 70. Jordan Nolan wore 71. Like that team had a bunch of 70s numbers on it. What does the TD stand for? I do not know, John. I have no idea. King Alex, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. You're right. Everybody wore numbers in the 70s on those Kings teams. That's actually pretty funny. They had a bunch of numbers in the 70s. But, oh, we're the first intermission. I haven't even cracked my beer yet, or popped my beer yet. Jesus. I'm a little behind here. I got so caught up in the game in the chat that we're going to get a cheers in the chat for everybody. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Hopefully we get a great rest of the hockey game. Hopefully we get a great rest of the stream as well. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. Cheers to everybody in the chat. And we're getting ready for period number 2. Best player to ever wear number 77 is Raymond Bork. Let's see. Michael, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Other Michael says, my hockey team lost in the battle for the championship after being down 3-0, and you tied it up and then lost in triple overtime. Oh, that is tough, Michael. I'm sorry to hear that. But at least it was a very hard-fought game, but that's a tough way to lose. Gio, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really, really appreciate it. I am not picky, Kyle. I am not picky. I feel like Bottle might be slightly better, but, like, it does not matter to me. I'm going to have no problem with it no matter what. Blake Lizotte scored for the Kings, and Trent Frederick scored for the Bruins, Eddie. 66, what's going on? Welcome in. Matthews has 40. Well, I picked him to win. I picked him to win the Rocket this year, so sounds good. Yeah, I'm good with him getting 40. Denise, who do you think should have made the All-Star game that didn't? There were a lot of guys this year that got kind of snubbed. Obviously, Marchand from the Bruins is over a point-per-game player, and for him not to be an All-Star is kind of, silly. But Igor Shesterkin, the goaltender for the New York Rangers, not making the All-Star game is absolutely ridiculous, considering he's looks like he's pretty easily gonna win the Vezina Trophy and might even win the MVP this year. So how do you have an MVP goaltender that's not an All-Star? Like, I don't understand that. He was, I think, the biggest snub. No, Ray Bork is the... No, Ray Bork. Ray Bork has an argument for second best defenseman of all time behind Bobby Orr. So, both of these teams, Matthew, are likely in the playoffs. It's not just a chance to make the playoffs. Boston is pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot at this point, and LA Kings are very, very likely making the playoffs as well. Okay, so Michael is actually Nathan. I'm never going to remember that, but Michael is actually Nathan. Caroline, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Shesterkin is a fantastic goaltender to have on your fantasy team, Jack. That's a big W there. The Blackhawks are absolutely terrible this year. One of the worst teams in the Western Conference. Do you think Swayman can make a late push for the Calder? Can he make a push, Danny? Yes. Is he going to win it? No. Unless all the other rookies that have been putting up big time points this year all of a sudden just stop putting up points, then maybe. I don't think he's gonna win it. I just think that there are too many rookies putting up big points for a goalie to win it this year. Like, you've got Lucas Raymond, you've got Trevor Zegras, you've got Anton Lindell, you've got Michael Bunting, you've got Tanner Jeannot, all putting up big-time points. Then on the back defense, you've got Moritz Seider, who's one of the best young defensemen that we've seen, and he's right up there with guys that, as far as rookie seasons go, that, he's as good as any recent rookie defenseman we've seen. So, I think it's going to be tough for Swayman with a really good second half of the year to beat out a player that's been playing great the entire season. But if those guys all fall off, then maybe. But I think he's going to be in the conversation. I don't think he's going to win it. Best goalie ever. That's a tough debate. There's a lot of factors that go into that, but my general answer for that is usually Patrick Waugh, but I mean, you can make an argument for a lot of different goalies. Barry, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Nathan, thank you so much for subscribing. Really, really appreciate it. Let's welcome Nathan and get some new sub hype in the chat. Epic Gamer, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Robert, I don't know why you keep saying that, but I agree with you. I've been saying all year that Boston's not going to win the cup. I never once have I thought that the Bruins were going to win the cup this year. Never once. So I don't know why you keep saying that. It doesn't change the fact that Chicago is absolutely terrible this year. Has absolutely no impact on that whatsoever. I have no idea why you just irrelevantly bring that up. Kyle, Carter Hutton. Yeah, Carter Hutton's definitely the best goalie in NHL history. Colorado ties the game against the Islanders at 1. So, Colorado getting back into that game. Boston has a shot at semis. I don't see it. They'd have to go on a real run. They'd have to go on a real run. Like, they'd have to get hot for that to happen. I don't see them getting by Tampa Bay. I don't see them getting by Florida. I'd rather play Florida, though, than Tampa. I just think I don't want to have to try and beat Andrei Vasilevsky in a playoff series. Like, I mean, so much in the playoffs just straight up comes down to goaltending. Like, goaltending is literally the most important thing in the playoffs. If you get great goaltending, I mean, you can go all the way to the finals. You can go all the way to the finals if you get great goaltending. We've seen Montreal and Dallas do it the past 2 years. They're not even that great of teams, but if you get great goaltending, boom, you can go all the way to the finals. And I mean, so obviously there's a chance, but Vasilevsky is not a goalie that I want to have to try and beat in a 7-game series. Sure, you might win a game or two, but it's going to be tough to beat Andrei Vasilevsky 4 out of 7 games. I think that's really tough. I'm literally just not even going to reply to this idiot in the chat because Boston literally has, like, so many Hall of Famers, so many jerseys retired. I mean, Christ, Boston, the only single-digit jersey you can even wear in Boston is number 6 because the rest of them are all retired. Like, saying Bobby Orr is all Boston had is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Absolutely, like, you have no knowledge of hockey whatsoever if you think that. Obviously, you don't know some of the greatest players of all time, like Eddie Shore, Milt Schmidt, Johnny Busick, Phil Esposito, Ray Bork, Cam Neely. Like, the list for the Bruins is miles long. So this brain-dead fool that obviously knows zero about hockey thinks that he's, like, a smartass in the chat. It's, like, the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Brad Park. Let me keep going on here. I mean, the list is absolutely insane. Ben. Boston has the most Norris trophies of any team in NHL history. There you go. Thank you, Jack. Anyway, we are underway. Second period has begun. Yeah, Paolo, Terry O'Reilly, Wayne Cashman, Rick Middleton, Brad Park, Don Marcotte. I mean, Jesus, the list. If I really sat down and went through Bruins rosters, like, it'd be nuts. LA trying to bring it up now through the neutral zone. Dumped into the offensive end. Played down here, up the wall. Chipped to the middle, and turned over here. LA gets it right back. Iafallo backhands that one wide. That rims itself all the way up the boards and out. Cleared there. And that goes back to the defensive zone for LA. Bruins in on the forecheck, trying to gain possession. Can't keep it in the offensive zone, though, as Dustin Brown is able to clear that one out. Bruins dump it back the other way. Taken here by Durzi. Behind his own net. Up the wall, and here comes LA. Chip through the middle, stolen back by McAvoy. Bruins bring it into the offensive end. Moore on the back check. Trying to work that one around. Taken up now. Hit in there. That one gets taken back. Bruins backhand it deep from the neutral zone. Hard after it is Trent Frederick on the forecheck. Trying to get in there, but the Kings move it quickly. Athanasiou throws that one through the middle. Moore after it against Carlo. Carlo goes down hard into the end boards. Hopefully he's okay. He gets right back up, which is good to see. Bruins clear it back out. Kings have to try again. Doughty in the neutral zone. Over the red line, dumped into the Boston end. That one goes deep. Kings knock it down, trying to keep it in. Bruins clear. 2 minutes and 20 seconds into period 2. Remains a 1-1 game here between the Bruins and the Kings. Kings have caught up in shots on goal. However, it's now only 12-11 in favor of Boston. So Kings have really closed the gap in shots on goal. Icing here against LA. Play will get whistled down. 17:23 to go here in the second period. Just getting going in the middle frame. $17:23 to go here. Ozone draw for the Bruins. I'm not picking them to, Denise, but it's certainly possible. I mean, every team that makes the playoffs has a chance, but I think they got some goaltending issues that they need to figure out, that's for sure. They have their save percentage since January 1st, team-wide save percentage is not good. Jem, what's going on? Andy, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Really appreciate it. Nomander, what's going on? Welcome in. Why isn't Quick playing better? Well, he's played good for most of the season, but he's old. He's old. Peterson's been really good this year. Peterson's actually been fantastic this season. I've loved watching Cal Peterson. I remember watching him at Notre Dame when he was in college. Who do I think will win the cup? Man, there's a lot of contenders this year. But I think Colorado's got a shot because I think they've got a good chance to win the West. I think Carolina's got a shot. I think Tampa has a chance to win again. I think Florida's a dangerous team. I mean, the Eastern Conference, you've got some teams that could get hot and go on runs potentially. Like Toronto or Pittsburgh maybe. It's tough to say with the East because the East is so competitive. But I think it's going to be a great playoffs. Whoever ends up winning it, I think it's going to be a great playoffs. Yeah, they finally fixed the crossbar camera. We're back underway here. And that one gets sent back out high now. Moved over. Chance in here. Backdoor. Omar comes across and makes a great glove save. This was very, very close to being a lead for the Kings. But Omar comes across and makes a massive, massive save there. And it stays 1-1 as the Bruins get a huge save. But Jem, welcome in. Who else is here that's new? Roland, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. And that gets taken up now. Backhanded and dumped in now by the Bruins as they bring it into the offensive zone. We're down now, 16.5 to go in the second period. Back out high. Long shot there goes wide. Taken by Foligno. Fourth line on the ice for Boston, getting a cycle game going in the offensive zone. Nosek with it in the corner. Jersey's going to take it now for LA. They're going to start the breakout. Favorite nickname? I really don't have a favorite nickname. That's not anything that I really ever cared about. Yeah, I'm with Bruin on that one. Ron Hextall is one of my favorite goalies ever. Dude was in so many fights, made the game so much fun. I'm a big Ron Hextall fan. Into the offensive zone now, played by Hall. Now he gets through the middle. Another one of my favorite goalies was Billy Smith back in the Islanders dynasty days. Billy Smith was an absolute legend as well and loved to rough it up with guys in front of the net. Taken now by Ashawn as he goes D to D. Bruins carry the puck up. Dumped into the offensive zone. Taken out now. Kings come back the other way. Back chance now. Fredericks pass into the middle doesn't connect. Kings come back the other way into the offensive zone. Here's Kaliev with a good shot. And a shoulder save from Ullmark. Bruins send it back up now to neutral ice. Over the red line, it's dumped in there by Craig Smith. We got under 15 minutes now remaining here in the second period. Still a 1-1 game. Shots are tied up at 13. Down low behind the net. Bergeron trying to work it out of the zone. Backhands it up the boards. Gets it to Marchand. It's moved to the middle. Here comes DeBrusk. Into the offensive zone around Kopitar, and then flying into the goalie there, running into Peterson is Jake DeBrusk. Just absolutely driving the net and flying into Cal Peterson. And this is probably going to be goalie interference, I would think, against DeBrusk here, as he just went flying into the goalie there. Now, he did get some help from Kopitar. But I don't know if he really made that big of an effort to stop. No, this is a goaltending interference call against Jake DeBrusk. LA is going to get the first power play of the game. Kings go to the man advantage here. It's the first penalty of the game. And it goes against Jake DeBrusk for goaltender interference. 14 minutes to go in the second period. And the LA Kings go onto the power play here, looking to take a lead in this game. Chance out in front. Omar makes a save there. Bruins can't clear. Out high, moved over now. Kaliev with a big blast. That's knocked down in front. Trying to clear that one up and all the way down. Good clear there for Boston on the penalty kill as Jersey goes back to get it. Which Kings logo do I like more? I like the old Crown one better, Leo. I like the old Crown logo a lot. Trying to work it around now. Dump deep. I don't know right now. Here's a short-handed chance for Bergeron and a big pad save there by Peterson. Moved out now. Bruins on getting the puck in the offensive zone. Short-handed. Here's Marchand poked away by Durzi. But he goes back and gets possession in the corner. Bruins with good chances here. That shot from McAvoy jumping into the play gets blocked wide. Marchand steals it back for Boston. Now Trevor Moore steals it for the Kings, and they come back up ice. Moved up now. Brown takes a hit there from Clifton. Kings trying to get it into the offensive zone. And Foligno trying to chip it out. He gets it up to neutral ice, and that goes all back to the Kings zone. Bruins with more chances on this power play shorthanded than the Kings have had. Behind the net now. Olmark falls down, but Foligno comes in and takes the puck. He backhands it up and sends it all the way down. Another clear here for Boston. Kings trying to bring it back into the offensive zone. Power play is over. Bruins kill it off. No better chances for the Bruins there shorthanded than the Kings ever got on the power play. We're back now to 5-on-5 hockey. LA brings it into the offensive zone. Carlo goes back to get it. He gets hit by Lizotte, but moves the puck. Bruins bring it up ice. Here's a chance now into the offensive zone. Shot there. A nice save by Peterson on Craig Smith. Now Grundstrom trying to go back the other way. Sean checks Anderson Dolan there. Carlo takes a hit. Bruins move the puck out. Here's Taylor Hall through the neutral zone. Stolen away by Athanasiou. But then Hall pokes it away, and Hall gets it back for Boston. Kind of both teams fumbling the puck around a little bit here. Bruins settle things down in their own zone. 11:05 to go in the second. Moved up now. Deflected away. Knocked down there by Taylor Hall. Out in front, here's Eric Holla, and a nice save by Peterson. Covering that up with 10:56 remaining in the period. We're going to go to our first commercial break now of period number 2. Kings and Bruins back and forth, but still 1-1 as these goalies are making some solid saves at both ends of the ice. So we go to a commercial break here. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Great to have everybody here. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow the channel and create a place for hockey fans of all different teams to come together and enjoy the sport. Have some fun. Very much heating up now, Roland. Big time. Dream job would probably be an NHL GM, Denise. That is never ever gonna happen, but my completely unrealistic dream job would definitely be an NHL GM. That would be a fun series underwater. Probably not gonna happen, but that would be a fun series. All right, what's up, Nathan? Welcome back. Favorite NHL video game? The one that I always go back to is NHL 2004, Paolo. Leo. Favorite NHL 2004 is always the one that I still play to this day on my PS2. What's going on, Ikeka? Welcome in. Great to see you in the chat. Thank you for coming by. I'm doing well. How are you? Appreciate you being here. So we're coming back from commercial break now. It's going to be And offensive zone face-off for the Bruins. Flyers were very tough in the 70s and 80s. Absolutely. Moved up now. Shot in there. Back down to the corner. Worked up now. Bruins clear. Up through the middle. Athanasiou steals it back for LA as they'll look to bring it back to the offensive zone. Glove down by the Bruins, though, and they're going to bring it up ice. Taking now Pastrnak into the offensive end. He spins away from a checker. Looking to make a pass. Spin around. Thrown in front. And trying to get to it there. Just sending it wide was Hall. Hall gets it now on the sideboards. Pass into the middle. Goes through the skates of Pastrnak to McAvoy. He goes D to D with it. Back out now, Pasta. Sends it down low. Played by Eric Halla in the corner. Back out now, Pastrnak with a blast that goes high. That one's rims off glass. Played back the other way. Taken here by Mike Riley in the defensive zone as we tick past the halfway point of this game. 9:40 to go in the second period. DeBrusk now up into the offensive zone. His shot is blocked by Matt Roy, getting a stick in the shooting lane. It deflects up and out of play. And we'll get another stoppage and a quick commercial break with 9:38 to go in the second period. Still a 1-1 game here between the Bruins and the Kings. Good back and forth hockey game. Both teams getting chances and both goalies playing very well in this one. I have NHL 2K10 for my Wii, Bruin. I have 2K10 on the Wii. That is a fun game. Nathan, I am from Massachusetts, not Boston, but from Massachusetts. I live about an hour south of Boston. Florida's up 4-0 now. Nice, because I bet the Panthers tonight in my picks of the week. So, glad that Florida's getting it done. Kings, Kings have had a good effort tonight, especially since they played yesterday. I actually forgot that the Kings played yesterday. So, wow. So, yeah, they're on the second half of a back-to-back. They've had a very good effort tonight for the second half of a back-to-back on the road. Jamie, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Mike from Maine. Nice. I'm doing well, Caroline. How are you? Thank you for being here. 5-0 Florida now. This has been a fun... Yeah, this has been a fun game, Jack. Both these teams are going back and forth. Andy's a Dorchester boy. All right, so a little bit closer to Boston than... Well, in Boston. To say... certainly a lot closer to the Bruins than I am. I guess right outside, part of Boston. Neighborhood in Boston. All right, we are back underway. 9.5 to go in the second. Played behind the net. Kings get it up and out. Oh, big hit there. Kaliev gets hammered down by the Bruins D. Over now to Kopitar. And I think there's going to be a boarding penalty here against the Bruins. Yes, Bobrovsky is the Florida Panthers goaltender now. Yes, but although I don't think he's playing tonight. I'm pretty sure that it's Spencer Knight in goal tonight. But anyway, LA's going to go back to the power play here. Kaliev took that hit from Mike Riley, and it was definitely on the numbers. So 2 minutes for boarding here against Riley, and LA goes back to the power play. We'll see if they can get more going on this second power play chance than they did on the first. I mean, I definitely have seen him with both, Mike, but I remember him as an Av more because that's when I was watching him live play with Colorado when I was a kid. But I certainly have seen highlights and stuff of his Montreal days, but I watch, I remember watching him live with Colorado. Taken now. Kings set up in the offensive zone, trying to get some pressure here on the power play, looking to take their first lead in this game. It's tied 1-1 right now. Coast to coast, what's going on? Welcome in. Cap, what is going on? I'm doing well. How are you? Thank you for being here. Appreciate you coming by the chat. It's played down low now by the Kings. They cycle in the attacking end. Kempe loses it. Bruins steal it and deflect it up and out of the zone. Good play there from Nosek. And now the Kings are going to have to go back and try and fight for possession again as Nosek dumps it into the Kings' end. 8:10 to go here in the second period. Just under a minute left on the power play for LA. Jim, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. I have not seen it, Cap. No. As that one's sent around. LA trying to bring it in here. Yes, technically Nantucket is part of Massachusetts, Paolo. But it's an island, so it's very, very different from the rest of Massachusetts. Hey, welcome, Jim. Thank you for being here. Great to have you in the chat as Frederick rips that one wide. And we're down to 17 seconds to go on the Kings power play. They bring it back up into the offensive zone. Dustin Brown's pass into the middle, poked away by Boston. Here they come shorthanded into the offensive zone. Taken down low. Played away here by Olli Maatta, but the power play comes to an end. Bruins have killed off another one. And it is still 1-1 here as the Bruins bring it into the offensive end. Good back check, though, from Blake Lizotte. Steals it for LA. Long pass for Athanasiou in behind the D. He goes to the corner with it. Under 7 minutes now to go in the second period. Both goals came back in the first. Goalies have held strong here in period 2. So that one is brought up into the offensive zone and passes too far in front for Hall. Kings take it back the other way into the Boston end. Kings trying to work this one around. Here's Grundstrom. Throws that one in. Omark sees it the whole way. Makes an easy pad save. Puck gets taken again down low now by Kempe. He throws it out in front. Grundstrom can't tuck that one in. Trying to play it up now. We got 6:05 here remaining in a second period. Kopitar with Kempe to Kaliev. Kaliev in the middle. Plays it to Kopitar behind the goal line. Move to the middle now. Taken here. Bjornfoot throws that one in front. Stuck away by the Bruins in front of the net. Out to Kempe at the point. He can't get his shot through. Here's Taylor Hall up into the offensive end for Boston. Trying to skate away now from Bjornfoot. Passes into the middle. Played there by Bergeron. Gets it to the sidewall. Trying to get it back to Bergeron, but Doughty steals. And back the other way now comes Kaliev. Bruins have to regroup in their own zone. Now it's McAvoy. Up to Marchand. Into the offensive end. Pasternak with a shot there. That goes high. McAvoy tries to keep it in, but the Kings clear. 5:13 now to go here in period 2. Riley back to get it for Boston with Athanasiou chasing. Bergeron passes it up and out of the zone. Here's Marchand with it now through the neutral zone. Dropping that one off for Bergeron. Throws it in front. Trying to get a deflection there from DeBrusk, but it goes wide. Out to the point now, McAvoy. Or excuse me, no, Clifton. Long shot from Clifton gets blocked wide. Taken now and cleared up all the way down. Forbert will chase after it. No icing. Chased by Moore. Gets it over to Clifton. Clifton will try and find the breakout pass. Gets it up the wall. Trying to take it now. Behind the net. Wraparound chance there for Lazar. But that one not able to tuck it by Peterson, and the Kings clear it out to the neutral zone. Here's Iafallo now. Trying to bring it back in for LA. He can't get it over the blue line. Now on a second chance, he'll dump it deep. Clifton goes back to get it. Plays it in the corner for Jack Ashawn. Ashawn wires it up the boards to Foligno out of the zone. Here's Nosek into the offensive end, ripping a shot wide with 4 minutes to go in the second period. Kings take it now. They work it up through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. On the rush, here's Grundstrom. Trying to spin it around now. Back out to the point. Played here. Kept in by Roy. Lizotte down low. Trying to get away from Carlo. Pass into the middle there. That one gets blocked on the way through. Taken up now off glass and cleared out. Taken up. That goes off glass. And no icing as Roy goes back to get it with 3:10 to go here in the second period. Oh, yeah, I remember Olli Jokinen, Paolo. I remember him mostly with Florida. I remember him with the Panthers. He also played for the Winnipeg Jets at the end, I believe. But I remember him with the Florida Panthers very well. That's brought up now. Bruins back into the offensive zone. Taylor Hall with a shot that gets deflected wide. Otter, what's going on? Welcome in. Habs have been playing very, very well recently, Mike. They've played a lot better under Marty St. Louis, and Caulfield's starting to get the offense going. That's brought up now, dumped in by Hall. Bruins will send it deep. 2:22 to go here in the second period. And the Kings take it now. They're going to try and work it up ice. Played through the middle. Into the offensive zone. Here's LA. Bruins get back defensively. Played down low behind the net. Here's Deneau trying to work it in front. Not able to get that pass through. Second chance, deflects high. And a good block there by Carlo in front. Bruins are going to take it now, and DeBrusk brings it out of the zone. Bergeron throws it into the offensive end. DeBrusk goes in on the forecheck. Takes down one of the Kings. That's Jersey. Bruins trying to get the puck back, but Deneau plays it for LA. Now Marchand has it out to the point. Forbert rims it down low. DeBrusk behind the net. Taken around now. Taken now. DeBrusk behind the net. Looking for a pass to Bergeron. Good stick check there from Trevor Moore defensively. Second chance thrown in. Peterson makes a save. Marchand takes the puck. Looking to get a passing lane open. Skating it out high by the blue line. Curls back away from Jersey. Drops it off now for DeBrusk. Thrown in there. That one deflects up and out of play. And we get a whistle with 1:09 remaining in the second period. Great offensive zone shift for the Bruins top line, where the puck deflects up and out. 1-1 game still as we head to the final commercial break of period number 2. And both goals coming back in the first period. Nothing going here in the second as far as goals go, but a back and forth game with a lot of good pressure from both teams. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Really, really, really appreciate it. It would really mean a lot if you could hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. Just trying to grow a community where everyone can come together, have some fun, and enjoy the hockey. And we got ourselves quite a game going here between the Kings and Bruins. That was a very long stretch of continuous play. 8 minutes without a whistle there between these two, and we finally get a stoppage. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here. This has been a fun one tonight. Oh, yeah, Chuck Kobasu. I remember when the Bruins got him in a trade, I believe with Calgary. I believe they acquired him in a trade with Calgary. Didn't Andrew Ferentz and Chuck Kobasu both become Bruins in a trade with Calgary that sent Brad Stewart to the Flames, if I'm not mistaken? But I very much remember Chuck Kobasu. He wore number 12. He was on the Bruins for a few years. What's the team with the most points? Right now it's the Colorado Avalanche, Mike. Yeah, I think Chuck Kobasu and Andrew Ferentz both became Bruins in a trade with Calgary that sent Brad Stewart to the Flames. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 90% sure of that. Well, I'll certainly hope that they win, but if they don't, it won't really be a big deal because they're still firmly in a playoff spot. So even if they lose one game, it's really not a big deal. Kendra, what's going on? Here's a chance in front. Craig Smith scores! And it's a 2-1 lead for the Bruins. Less than a minute to go in the second period, and this third line strikes again. Coyle, Frederick, and Smith. And this time it's Craig Smith roofing it on Peterson. It's 2-1 Boston. And once again, a fantastic pass from Charlie Coyle. His second assist of the night. The first one, Freddie finished. This one, Smith finishes. And Charlie Coyle, Craig Smith, and Trent Frederick continue to light it up for the Boston Bruins. And we are now under a minute to go in the second period. Boston has a 2-1 lead. Jennifer, what's going on? Mongolian, what's going on? Welcome. Stu, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Chosen, welcome in. Thank you for watching. We got a bunch new hopping in the chat here. M22, that would be a fun one. I would not be opposed to seeing that. I don't know if it's going to happen, but I would not be opposed to seeing that. Yes, Don. Yeah, I just said it. 2 assists tonight for Charlie Coyle. And first goal he set up Frederick. Second goal he sets up Craig Smith. But that was a big one here late in the second to put the Bruins back up by a goal, and they regain the lead. Taken down now in the corner. Trying to get it down low is Byfield now. Kings in the offensive end looking to answer. Only 12 seconds to go in the period. Back out to Drew Doughty. He goes D to D. Long shot there. Saved by Olmark. And he's going to cover that one up now with 7.8 seconds to go in the second period. Mongolian Erdney. Yes, I do think Boston's going to score at least 3. Marco Sturm was a good player, Bruin. He was a very good player. Yo, Stu, dropping the 2. Let's get that dono hype in the chat for Stu, everybody. Dropping a 2 on the stream. Really, really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. That is awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we got 7 seconds to go here in period number 2. The Bruins win the defensive zone faceoff. They're going to clear it out. And the horn is going to sound. That is going to do it. Period 2 comes to an end. The Bruins have a 1-goal lead, just like, or no, not like they did, because it was tied at the end of the first. Bruins have taken a 1-goal lead here in the second. And we will head to the second intermission now with Boston up 2-1 over the LA Kings. It's been a really fun back-and-forth game so far. Obviously, 1-goal game, still 20 minutes of action to go. A lot can still happen in this one. Nobody has won anything yet, but this has been a very solid back-and-forth game here between these two. And we've got 40 minutes down, 20 minutes to go. That's going to bring us to the second intermission. We're going to have some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for period number 3 to begin. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Awesome to have everyone in the chat. Please don't forget to that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. Cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. And just trying to grow a community where everybody can come together, talk some hockey, and have a lot of fun. Yeah, shoot. I haven't done that yet tonight. I've been so preoccupied with everything going on. I haven't dropped the stream schedule yet. Nothing's changed. I mean, I just have the rest of this week. So nothing is new on the stream schedule. It's everything that I've been posting for the past, like, week up until now. It's just the rest of this week. I just put it in the chat. Oh yeah, that's good. Those were the days, Andy. Those were the days. I mean, obviously, I never got to see them live. I never got to see them live, but I've seen all the old highlights and stuff. Legendary Bruins teams back then in the late 60s and early 70s, and really throughout the 70s. Jack, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Yo, Barry just became a member. Let's go. Welcome to Star Membership, Barry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get that member hype in the chat for Barry, everybody. New membership on the channel. Really, really appreciate it. That is awesome. Wow, yeah. What a throwback name there, Andy. Wow. Honestly, Mr. Leonardo, I think they've pulled off good jerseys with all of their color schemes, but my favorite Kings jerseys are the ones that they wore in the early 90s, like when Gretzky was there. I love those Kings jerseys. I also do like the purple the purple and yellow that they used to wear back in like the 70s. I like those as well. Amon, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Hussy, welcome in. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Robert. Appreciate it. Robert and I, we go back and forth quite a bit, but I do appreciate you being here. And we can disagree on a lot of things, but I do appreciate you watching. And hopefully you're enjoying some hockey tonight. And let's see. If I missed anybody else, my apologies. Parker, welcome in. Napoleon, welcome in. Thank you guys for being here. Cooked Bacon, what's going on? We are at the second intermission right now. It is 2-1 Bruins heading into the third period. Welcome into the stream. Thank you for being here. Masked Mage, what's up? Welcome in. Thank you so much for watching. There's still a whole other period to go, Cooked Bacon. So we got the rest of this intermission and then a whole other 20-minute period to go. Olmark has played pretty darn well tonight. I'll give him that. He's gone through a little bit of a rough stretch here, but he's playing really, really well tonight. So hopefully he can keep that up in the third period. Third line has been absolutely awesome, Aaron. Absolutely awesome. You can join, if you're on desktop, Stu, there should be a button next to the subscribe button that says join. Or if there's not that, there's a link in the description of the video that's for memberships. And you can click that link to join memberships. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate that. I'm glad that you're having fun. Brian, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. And yes, the third line of Charlie Coyle, Trent Frederick, and Craig Smith have been absolutely unbelievable since that line's been put together. And it's just so much fun to watch. Man, it's tough to tell. Avask. Appreciate the question. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. It's tough to tell because I don't know what Byfield would look like in second line minutes. I don't know if he's ready for that yet. Byfield might just not be ready to produce at a high level in the NHL yet. I mean, it's probably worth a shot maybe to give him a chance, but I just don't know what kind of production you would get out of him in that spot yet. I mean, he's still very, very young. And LA's not a team that rushes young players for the most part either. Like, they still have a lot of young guys down playing in the AHL that aren't even playing up in the NHL because they're not ready yet. So, LA's not a team that's going to rush their youngsters. So, I feel like it might be worth a shot. It might be worth a shot, but again, I think it's kind of more of just a patience thing where he's not going to be a superstar right away. Most players aren't. So there's still a development curve there. Wow, Aaron. Oh yeah, Columbus trying to come back against Toronto. It's 3-2 now. Cuts Corner, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Benja, what's going on? Welcome. Yes, Jamie, I do. I think Jeremy Swayman has pretty much solidified himself as the starting goalie for the Bruins, but Ullmark has been a very solid guy to go along with him for the most part. He's had a little bit of a rough stretch recently, but if you remember back earlier in the season, Ullmark was the one that was playing extremely well, and Swayman was the one that was kind of hit or miss. So they've kind of flip-flopped the way that they're playing right now, but Ullmark's had a solid game tonight, so no complaints from me. All right, have a good night, Matthew. Thank you for watching. Really, really appreciate it. It was great to have you here. Andrew, what's going on? It's been a really, really good game so far. Really, really appreciate you being here. Thanks for coming by. Swayman has been awesome, Andy. Yeah, he's gotten better and better and better as the year's gone on. Absolutely. Dude, Bruin, what a throwback there. Shane Knighty. I love Shane Knighty. He was a tough D-man. I was a big fan of Shane Knighty's. Third pair guy, like not a star by any means, but he was a real tough D-man that I loved having on the team. I mean, as a Bruins fan, Jacob, I would love to see the Bruins win the Stanley Cup. But if not the Bruins, Colorado would be the other team that I would hope to see win it. Fernsby, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to have you in the chat. Cleveland, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you, Andy. Really appreciate it. Sorry. I'm glad that you're enjoying the stream, and I do this all the time. So, thank you. I'm glad that you found the channel, and thank you for watching. Thomas, what's going on? Welcome in. Sabres getting blown out, Aaron. Unfortunately, that's not surprising, but. All right, thank you, Cleveland, for subscribing as well. Got another new sub on the stream. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Awesome to have you guys here as we get ready for third period action. 2-1 game. Still anybody's game going into the third here. It's going to be a fun final 20 minutes. Oh, okay. So Kings were blacked out in California, so Andy has to watch here. All right. Well, I'm glad that you found the channel. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. We try and have as much fun as we can and enjoy some hockey. Man, it's really tough to say, Jamie, right now what's going to happen with DeBrusk because I mean, if there's a quality offer out there, the Bruins will definitely still move him, and his trade request is still valid. Like, he still wants to be traded, but he is playing very well recently, so I don't think the Bruins are just going to get rid of him just to get rid of him. Like, it's going to have to be a decent return, and if that's available, then they probably will still trade him. If not, I do think they're going to try and trade him in the offseason because he's a restricted free agent. And I don't see them, he's not going to come back here, so they're going to have to do something in the offseason if they don't trade him at the deadline. They're going to have to move him somewhere else to sign with another team in the offseason. Are the Sabres ever going to be good again? You got to think that at some point they will, but man, it's been a long, long time. It's been over a decade now since they've made the playoffs. It's been a rough stretch here for Buffalo. Honestly, Aaron, I'd like any decent middle six player, or maybe a draft pick. Like, honestly, if they got like I really don't want to lose a player out of the lineup without replacing him, though. I feel like you could get like a middle six player for Jake DeBrusk, though, and maybe a younger middle six player who's similar in age, you know, maybe like 24, 25, something like that. Maybe a guy who's not really working out for his current team, and it's a tough trade to make, especially in season. In season, that's a very tough trade to make, so we'll have to see how it works out, but the Bruins definitely can't just give him away. Like, if you're going to make that move, it's got to be somewhat of a decent return. Yes, the Bruins D is playing a lot better, Barry. They're playing a lot better defensively. And they haven't they haven't gotten anyone new on defense. Like, it's the same roster, but they're just, they're just playing a lot better, and they're doing a lot better job of keeping the puck out of their net for the most part. There's still games here and there where they give up too many goals, or they give up 4 maybe, but for the most part, they've been playing a lot better defensively. Very much so, Aaron. Very much so. The lines that they've put together here over the last couple months, and especially the last couple weeks, have been absolutely awesome. I'm doing pretty well. How are you, Nathan? Appreciate you being here. I can't wait for playoffs either, Jem. We've got some really good battles coming down as this regular season goes along as well. So it's not like I'm wishing the regular season away, but man, am I ready for playoff hockey. There's just nothing else like it. Nothing in all of sports gets me as excited and just the blood pumping, the energy going. Nothing gets me as excited as the NHL playoffs. So I cannot wait for NHL Stanley Cup playoff action. Anyway, guys, we're going to be starting the third period now. We got 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes to go to decide who's going to win this one. DBN, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Great to have you stopping by. We are getting ready for third period action. 2-1 game. Still a lot of hockey left to be played. It's going to be fun. Absolutely Fernsby. I absolutely think that the Kings are going to make the playoffs. But it would really mean a lot if we could get a thumbs up and if you guys could subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. Just trying to grow a hockey community where we have as much fun as we can and enjoy the games. And we're getting ready here for a big third period coming up between the Kings and the Bruins. Playoffs are a little less than 2 months away, Nathan. A little less than 2 months away. All right, here we go now. Getting ready for puck drop here in the third. 2-1 lead for the Bruins. Kings, second game of a back-to-back for them. They've had a very good effort tonight, especially for it being a back-to-back. Obviously not easy to pull that. Those games are never easy, the second one. So impressed with the fight and the effort that the Kings have had. We'll see if they can tie the game here in the third, or if Boston's going to be able to hold on to this lead and take home the 2 points in their first game back after a 6-game road trip. They've been playing very, very well. They went 5-1 on the road trip, and they're trying to keep things in the win column here back on home ice. The way we are lined up at the center dot right now, referee's getting ready to drop the puck. Kopitar line against the Bergeron line. Bergeron wins that one back. Moved up now here by the Bruins. Marchand into the offensive zone. Fires it right into the glove of Cal Peterson. And we'll get an early whistle just 8 seconds in and an ozone draw for the Bruins. Pro Hockey, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. Nice to have you in the chat as always. And the Kings are going to take the puck off of that draw and clear it out of the zone. Here's Kempe over the red line to Kaliev. Into the offensive zone. He fires a shot wide. Taken up now. Dump back into the offensive end. Olmark plays it. That goes up the wall. It's kept in by LA. Here's a long shot that whistles wide from the Kings. Ends up on the near side. Up the wall. And out of the zone there. Good play coming from Brad Marchand, clearing that one out of the zone. 40 seconds into the third now. Kings get possession back. Both teams get line changes. They dump it into the offensive zone. Kings going in on the attack. Here's Athanasiou with a shot that goes wide. Plays it now on the other side. Throws that behind the net. And first to it is going to be Taylor Hall for the Bruins, but he can't get it out of the zone. Here's Deneau back to the point. Dursey. Sean Dursey sends it down low. After is Trevor Moore now taking it behind the net as he fights off the check from a Bruin. Back up the other way now. Played here. And the Bruins bring it back into the Kings' end as Pastrnak takes a hit down low. Kings steal the puck. They bring it up ice. Here's Byfield. Into the offensive zone. Quentin Byfield. And his shot attempt gets stuck away there by Olmark. Good job in goal. Now Pastrnak dumps it in for Boston. It goes behind Peterson. He leaves it behind the net for Olli Mata. 18:10 to go here in the third period. Kings looking for the tying goal. Bruins looking for an insurance marker. Nobody has ever had a multi-goal lead in this game. Teams have gone back and forth with goals, and it's 2-1 Boston. Taken up now, Iafallo clears the zone. It's dumped in by LA. They'll head off for a change. Bruins get it in their own end. It's played by Carlo up to neutral ice, over the red line, and dumps it in behind Peterson. He leaves it, plays it over to Matt Roy behind the net, up to Bjornfoot, and out of the zone comes Lizotte. Back the other way now, Jake DeBrusk for Boston. He takes a hit. Bergeron tries to kick the puck deep, fighting for it along the wall. Now Lizotte clears for LA. Taken by Connor Clifton, passes over to Forbert. Forbert dumps it into the offensive zone. Bruins go back in on the forecheck here. Leading in shots on goal, 21-18. Leading on the scoreboard, 2-1. 17 minutes to go in this one. Long shot there. Peterson with a good save in front. Marchand couldn't find the rebound. And the Kings are going to dump that up and out of play, and that's going to be delay of game, I believe. That is delay of game against the Kings. Carl Grundstrom's going to head off to the penalty box. And that is going to put Boston on the power play for the first time in this game. They have not had a power play until now in the third period. And we'll see if they can extend the lead on the man advantage or if LA is able to kill it off. Kings have had 2 power plays in this game. Boston is getting their first one now. And we'll see if they're able to extend the lead here. This is a big opportunity. 17 minutes to go in the third period. And the Kings take the puck right off of the defensive zone faceoff. Deneau comes short-handed up ice, forces Allmark to make a save. Bruins take it now. Marchand with it over the red line into the offensive zone around one man. That was Kempe. His pass back, though, does not connect. The Bergeron's got to go and get it. Plays it back now for Pastrnak. 30 seconds already killed here by the Kings. Working this one up through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. Here comes Pasta. Get poked away from him. Kopitar clears it out. Andrew, Bud Light. Taken now by McAvoy. Bruins with 1:10 remaining on the power play have not been able to get possession in the offensive zone really yet. Over now, played here by Taylor Hall. Away from Doughty. Rims it down into the near side boards. McAvoy keeps it in. Plays it through to Marchand. Gets it down low for Pastrnak. Into the middle now. Hall with a shot. Rips it wide. Bergeron trying to get it back for Boston. He does. To McAvoy. D to D now. Out at the far point was Marchand. He spins away. McAvoy gets it back. Top of the circle. Shot there. That stopped by Peterson and goes off the end boards. Bruins getting some chances now. 30 seconds to go on the power play. Pastrnak. What a save. Rebound chance. Boston can't put it home. Bruins keep it in, though. 20 seconds to go. Marchand down for Hall. Out high. Chance here. Back to Taylor Hall. Passes it over for Pasta. He whips one in a big save from Peterson. He's been awesome in goal. And that's finally backhanded all the way down by the Kings. And the final seconds tick off the power play clock. Kings kill it off. Some monster saves from Cal Peterson there. And it is now back to 5-on-5 hockey. Bruins bring it back into the offensive zone. Still looking for that third goal. Played down low. Taken here by Charlie Coyle. Pass for Smith. Out. McAvoy with a blast. That's a pad save by Peterson. Bjornfoot now trying to get it out of the zone for LA. He curls back. Bruins will get a line change. Plays it over to Matt Roy. Brody, what's going on? Jay Kennedy, what's going on? Welcome in. As that puck goes up and out of play. In the Bruins zone, it will be an offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Kings. They're looking for the tying goal here. Boston had so many chances in the latter half of this power play, but just couldn't find the back of the net. Peterson made some huge saves, too. So we got still a 2-1 game here with 14-19 to go in the third period. I like Bud Heavy too, James, big time. That's one of my favorite beers, but I don't know. I get different stuff all the time. I'm always just switching it up and drinking all different things throughout as the month goes along. I try a bunch of different stuff. Taken back out high now. Kings setting up in the offensive zone. Mata's shot deflects off a stick off the high glass. Backhanded up now by Forbert. It goes by Nosek, but the Kings keep it in the zone. Now it goes out of the zone as Nosek pressured the D there. He dumps it into the offensive end, and the Bruins and Kings will both get a line change. We got 13.5 now to go in the third period. Kings up and out of their zone. Bad pass in the neutral zone, but Iafallo is able to come over and get to it. Clifton pinches, trying to get it back for Boston now. Stalemate through the neutral zone, dumped in by Byfield. Played up now by Bergeron. Backhanded up through the neutral zone into the offensive end. Bruins lose it. Now McAvoy jumps into the play, tries to knock it down. The Kings clear it out. Taken back the other way. It's played by Mike Riley. Under 13 to go here in the third period. Over the red line. Into the offensive end. Bruins back on the attack. Chance in front here. Haula can't find the back of the net. Kings clear the rebound attempt. Kempe up ice now for LA. Moves it to the middle. Trying to find Kopitar. It ends up behind the net. Kaliev goes in on the forecheck. Haula gets back and plays it behind the net. Moved up now, and that one's taken. Kings regroup in their own zone. They pass it up through neutral ice and dump it into the offensive end. Ullmark has it behind the net. Wraps it high off glass and back out to neutral ice. Down to 12:15 to go here in the third. Kings bring it in. They dump it to the offensive zone, get in on the forecheck. Out high now, Deneau with a long shot that gets blocked. Victoria, what is going on? Welcome in. Great to have you here. Thanks so much for watching. Over now to Dursey. His shot gets stopped there by Ullmark. Good save with the pad. Back out to Dursey at the point. Moves it into the middle. Now jumps into the play. Gets hit there by Carlo. Knocked down in the corner. Dursey still on top of the puck. Everybody else trying to dig this one out. Bruins send it up the wall, but Deneau's there. He fires a sharp angle shot that goes off a stick up and out of play. 11:35 to go here in the third period. Bruins holding on to the 2-1 lead, but still 11:35 to go, so plenty of time for somebody else to score. It's very, very tightly contested game here between the Kings and the Bruins. Appreciate everybody watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. It really, really does mean a lot. It would be great if you could hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. And just trying to grow a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy the game, and have some fun. Wow, the Blue Jackets have tied the Maple Leafs at 3. That was 3-0 Toronto in the first period. And Columbus has come back and made it 3-3. Bro, is Toronto going to blow another game? There's no way they can do that. There's no way they can do that. Are they going to blow another 3-goal game? Yeah, Florida is just absolutely destroying Buffalo tonight. Yo, Avi, glad you got to get home, man. Appreciate you being in here. Thank you so much for watching. Awesome, awesome, awesome to have you. All right, Alex, sounds good. See you later. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate you watching. It was great to have you in the chat. I'm gonna drop my upcoming stream schedule in the chat again, guys, just so you guys get a chance to see it. All I have is this week. I don't have anything new that's been added, so as the week goes along, I'll start adding stuff for the weekend and next week as well. Mr. Zigzag, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. All right, we're coming back now for from the commercial break. Kings with an offensive zone faceoff. Bruins back in their corner now. Kings on the forecheck, come away with possession. Back out now, 11:25 to go in the third. Back to the neutral zone. Bruins trying to get possession. They do at their blue line. Over now to Clifton. Over the red line, dumped in by Boston. Trying to move this one up now. Taken here by LA into the offensive zone. Moved across there. 11 minutes to go in the third period. Kings need a goal to tie. Bruins looking for an insurance marker. Up by 1 right now. Back out to the point. It's played by Olimata. Gets it right back at the blue line. Long shot. And that one's blockered off glass by Ullmark. Kept out now. Kings keep it in the offensive zone. That one's fired wide. Thrown in there. Frederick takes it for the Bruins. He'll go off the boards. And Coyle dives trying to get it out of the zone. He does. Back to neutral ice. Taken now by Clifton. Ral's Beats, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Good to have you in the chat. We got 10:15 to go here in the third period. Kings dump it back the other way. Ullmark comes out to play it. Sends it up the wall. The Kings are there to keep it along the sideboards. Chance in front. Bruins shut down the middle of the ice and clear it out of the zone. Up now over the red line. Here's Nosek into the offensive end. Tomas Nosek with it. Loses it, though, to Lizotte. Kings come back the other way with Grundstrom into the offensive zone. Bay Area, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Moved up now. Boston throws it in on Peterson and will head off for a line change. Trying to work it around now behind the net. 9:35 to go in the third. Taken now, down in the corner. Bruins back into the offensive zone, over to McAvoy. McAvoy with a long shot, deflected in there, just wide. Good chance. Taken now, McAvoy can't keep it in the zone. Kings clear it out. LA now, Kaliev pressuring against Riley, takes it down in the corner. Hey, thank you so much, St. Martin. Really, really appreciate it. Really, really, really appreciate it. Here's Pasternak, sharp angle. Peterson makes a save, and he's going to cover that one up. We'll get a whistle here with 8:46 to go in the third period. We're going to head to another commercial break. 8:46 in the final frame. Bruins still holding on to the 1-goal lead, up 2-1 over the LA Kings. For the most part, Andrew, the only place where we still have snow is where it was piled up from, you know, like where when we shoveled and everything, where we all put it. But it was most of it's gone now. Hey, thank you so much, St. Martin. I really, really appreciate that. Toronto takes the lead back against Columbus. Toronto takes the lead back. They're now up 4-3. Axie, what's going on? Welcome in. Yeah, Panthers crushing Buffalo tonight. Thank you for stopping by. Really, really appreciate it. It is great to see you in the chat. Ral's Beats, thank you so much. Awesome to have you here. Really, really, really appreciate it. Front Row Productions, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for watching. Yeah, Colorado and the Islanders are still 1-1. Yo, Don just became a member. Thank you so much, Don. Let's get that member hype in the chat, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really, really appreciate it. New member on the channel. Thank you so much. That is awesome. All right, we're back from the commercial break now. Got an offensive zone face-off coming up for the Bruins. Up 2-1 right now over the Kings. Big Mo, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really, really appreciate it. Wow. It was 60-something degrees today. I didn't look at exact temperature front row, but it was very, very nice here in Massachusetts today. I think it hit 60 where I am, so. But it definitely wasn't 78. Jesus, that's like summer weather for us here. So right off of that face-off, we've got a quick shot that's deflected up and out of play. 8:40 to go now in the third. And it'll be another ozone draw for the Bruins. Rav Shorts, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Jay Kennedy, I live about an hour south of Boston in southeastern Mass. As here the Kings in there. Shot in and Olmark makes a nice save. Nice stop there from Olmark, keeping the Bruins in the lead, at least for now. 8:20 to go here in the third. Kings are in the offensive zone. That one gets taken now in front. Bruins clear it away. And back out now. Mata keeps it in. Kings attacking. Deneau with it, trying to send it behind the net. Good possession play. Taylor Hall comes away with it, though, and clears it out for Boston. Back up the other way now. Here's Hall in on the rush. That one's ripped wide of Peterson, and it goes up and out of play. So, Mikey Anderson, I haven't seen him in a while. He got injured earlier in the first period, and, you know, he came back a little bit after that. I saw him out on the ice, but I think he was only out there for, like, one more shift, and I haven't seen him since, I don't think. So, I'm going to check his ice time here, but I think Mikey Anderson went back out and is out for the rest of the game. Yeah, he's only played 6:04 in this game, so he tried one more shift after the injury, and obviously something didn't feel right, and he's been out for the rest of the game. So the Kings are playing down a defenseman. Oh, did he really actually? He scored? Awesome. Great to hear that. Moved up now. Stolen back by Blake Lizotte for the Kings. They're right outside of the Bruins' blue line. 7.5 to go in the third. Taken over now. Taken. Bruins trying to bring it back to the offensive end. Kings don't let it happen. Michael, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. We are going to have a heck of an end of this game. We got 7:05 to go in the third period. It's a 2-1 game between the Bruins and Kings. Brought up now by Doughty. He plays it over. I'll have to look it up. Chance in front there. Kept out by the Bruins. Frederick clears the zone. And that's not going to have enough for icing. The Kings go back and get it. Have a good night, Cap. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. Great to have you on the stream. Jack Ashawn has played 12:07 so far. Moved back out now. And cleared all the way down. Behind the net, Dursey's going to play it. 6:20 to go here in the third period. Kings bring it out of their zone. Bjornfoot plays it up, dumped into the offensive end. Played off the wall there. DeBrusk knocks it down. Kings keep it in. Good checking from Iafallo. Taken away now by Forbert, and Marchand can't get it out of the zone. Now on the second chance he does. Passes it up for DeBrusk, who dumps it into the offensive end. Down in the corner. Under 6 minutes remaining here in the third period. Played up now by Byfield. Kings clear it out of the zone. They dump it to the offensive end. That one's going in behind Olmark. Bruins D plays it as the Kings get a line change. Moved up now over the red line. Boston through the neutral zone. Matt Roy's going to go back to play that one. Good hit by Hall on the forecheck, though. Played back. Ashawn loses it at the blue line. Taken by the Kings. Back the other way, but he deflects the pass. Behind the net, Carlo plays it to Ashawn. Bruins clear it up and out. That's going to be icing, though, against Boston. Sent all the way down with 5:16 to go in the third period. Still a 2-1 game in favor of the Bruins. Kings looking for that tying goal. They're about to have an offensive zone face-off. Getting down into crunch time now with about 5 minutes to go. Appreciate everybody being here. Thank you guys for watching. Great to have everybody in the chat. That one taken by Pastrnak off of the draw. Bruins will clear it out. Paris, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Here's Pastrnak trying to cut to the middle. Can't get a shot off, but it's kept in by the Bruins. Long shot there, deflects wide. Looks like we got 100 likes on the stream, guys. Thank you so much. Really, really appreciate it. That is awesome. Worked up now by Boston into the offensive zone. Another shot there, ripped wide. Taking it down now. Chance for Eric Haula. And Cal Peterson makes the big save there. Bruins cycling it around in the offensive zone. Haula line having a very good shift. Back out high now. McAvoy's shot just trickles wide after being knocked down in front. Kings trying to work it out of their zone. Bruins get the fourth line on the ice, and their forechecking keeps the puck in the offensive end. Sal, what is going on? Welcome in. And yeah, it's been another very solid game. Though I think both teams have played very solid games in this one. I don't think either team has had much to complain about, but Kings just haven't quite been able to finish enough of their chances. 4 minutes to go now in the third period. Kings still looking for the tying goal. Down 2-1 here late in the third. Bruins steal that one. Brought up now. Kings come up ice out of their own end. Into the offensive zone. Deneau has it poked away by Nosek. Played back now. Clifton after it. Takes a hit. Kings keep it in the attacking zone. Forbert steals the puck in the middle. And now Nosek brings it out of the zone. Into the offensive end. Shot attempt there. That one gets blocked. Bruins back in. That shot stopped by Peterson. He leaves it for a defenseman. Bjornfoot clears it out. 3:20 to go here in the third period. It's a little too late, Don, but the Isles have finally decided to play like the Isles are supposed to. But it's a little too late in the season as Ullmark dives and covers that loose puck up. And that one gets covered up here with 3:06 remaining in the third. It'll be in an offensive zone face-off for the Kings when we come back from this commercial break. Yeah, Islanders are getting better goaltending, and they're just playing better the way that they should have been all season, but it's going to be too little too late for them at this point. Peterson is doing better than Quick, Big Mo. Yes, no, you are 100% right on that. Peterson has better numbers than Quick this season. He's been actually very, very good. Scott, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. It's great to have you. Really, really appreciate it. We've got third period action. Just about 3 minutes to go in this one. It is still a 2-1 game. Bruins would love an insurance marker to finish things off. Kings, they're down by 1, obviously looking for the tying goal. This is going to be a frantic finish here. We'll see if the Kings can tie it or if the Bruins hang on. Really, really, really appreciate you all watching. Thank you guys so much for being here. It would really mean a lot if you could hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. Great having. We're just trying to build a community where everybody can come together and have some fun and enjoy some hockey. Just over 3 minutes left, Clem. I still think the Bruins could use another defenseman, Sal. I'd love to see them pick up another D-man. Just for that added depth, but we'll have to wait and see what they do. Mason, thank you so much. Really, really, really appreciate it. Everybody, let's get some new sub hype for Mason in the chat. New subscriber to the channel. Rav Shorts as well, a new subscriber. Give a warm welcome to all of our new subscribers in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Really, really, really appreciate it. We're back from commercial break now, getting ready for this offensive zone face-off for the Kings. They are looking for the tying goal here. And that one is cleared right off of the face-off out of the zone. Kings have to go back and get it. Moved up here. Dumped in now by the LA. They go after it, but Iafallo, Looks like they did not get a piece of that, so it's going to be icing against LA. And it's going to come back down to their zone. Paris, thank you so much for subscribing as well. Really, really appreciate it. Get some sub hype for Paris. Landon, what's going on? I mean, DeBrusk still, his trade request is still valid. He still wants out. So I think if a deal comes along where the Bruins can get a decent return for DeBrusk, I still think they do it. But I don't think they're going to force a trade. They're not going to make a trade just to make one. But if a deal comes along, I definitely think that they'll do it because he does still want to be traded. Amaya, what's going on? Welcome in. I hope I said that correctly. I apologize if I didn't, but welcome in. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get that hype in the chat as well. Another new subscriber. Bruins take it now deep in their own zone. It's Forbert up the wall. Chipped out by Craig Smith. We got 2:15 to go in the third. And we're going to get a whistle here. Dallas has taken a wild card spot in the West, Michael. They are playing very, very well recently. And they've gotten it to a point where it looks like they're probably going to be a playoff team. Unless they really drop off after this little run. Evan, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for being here. Really appreciate it. And we got 2:15 to go in the third period here. Bronwyn, what's going on? Thank you so much for subscribing. Really great to have you here as well. Let's get some hype in the chat for all of the new subscribers. It's going to be an offensive zone face-off here for the Kings. 2:15 to go in the third. They're looking for the tying goal. Deneau to take this face-off against Coyle. One back by Philip Deneau. Kings keep it in the attacking end. Played around by Durzi. Peterson comes to the bench. Extra attacker on. As the Kings work it around the offensive zone, they have the empty net. Peterson to the bench. Bruins trying to hold on here. They would love an empty netter to try and put this one away. Back out to the point. Durzi plays it. Down now. Played across. Corner shot. Oh, couldn't connect on the pass. What a chance that would have been. Durzi now fumbles the shot attempt, but gets it back along the sidewall. 1:40 to go. Luke, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Kings set up in the offensive end. Chance in front. Oh, Mark makes the stop on that one. Kings keep possession, though. Kaliev plays it back down deep. 1:25 to go in the third period. Carlo trying to steal the puck here for Boston. Up the wall to Smith. Smith backhands it to Coyle, and Coyle clears it out of the zone. Bruins will get at least a partial line change. Matt Roy takes it now for LA. They got 1:10 to try and score the game-tying goal. They're going to get a line change here. Back into their own zone here. Kings regrouping. Boston gets their top line on the ice. Kempe back into the offensive end here for the Bruins. For the Kings, into the Bruins end. Kopitar plays it deep for Lizotte. Lizotte along the sidewall, looking to make a play in front. Plays it through to Roy. Long shot there. Ullmark with a save. Rebound loose in front. Kings find it. Another shot there. Just goes wide. Iafallo behind the net. Gets it to Kempe. 35 seconds to go here for LA. Bruins send it all the way down. And that goes up and out of play. However, it was deflected, so no penalty. No penalty for delay a game, but it does go out of play. 30.8 seconds to go here, and the Kings are going to get another offensive zone face-off coming up. Looking for this tying goal. They've got 30 seconds left to do it, down by 1. LA is using their timeout here. LA is using their timeout. They have the goalie pulled. They are down by 1. They have 30 seconds to try and force overtime. There's been a frantic end here for the Kings. Trying to get that tying goal. Linus Ullmark is now up to 24 saves in the game. Good night, Caroline. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it, and see you next time as well. Awesome to have you here. Hey, awesome to have you, Mason. Thank you so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. I cover the entire NHL on my channel, so I have streams of all different teams and recorded video content coming out throughout the week as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Back out now. Face-off is won by the Kings. Chance in front, and they score! Off of the face-off! The original shot got blocked down, but they find the rebound in front. And the Kings tie the game with 25 seconds to go. It's Trevor Moore with the goal. And LA, with 25 seconds left, get a rebound goal. It actually never got through to Allmark, I don't think. I think it got blocked in front, and then the rebound went to the side of the net, and Trevor Moore was just sitting there waiting for it. And the empty net pays off for LA. They tie the game at 2. 25 seconds now to go in the third period. It looks like we might be going to overtime here. Bruins dump it into the offensive zone. That one gets sent down low now behind the net. Worked up and out by Kempe. 12 seconds to go in the third period. Iafallo overskates the puck. Bruins send it back the other way. Now we got some pushing and shoving as icing is called here against Boston. 6.6 seconds to go in the third. And I think that the original shot from the point got blocked down in front. And then it got knocked down in front, and then they bounced to the side, and Trevor Moore was right there. 6.6 seconds to go now in the third period. LA gets another offensive zone faceoff. I mean, they could win this clean, potentially, and get another chance. Bruins take possession off the draw, though. They're just going to force overtime. And the horn sounds. Both teams get a point. Both teams get a point. And now Forbert getting into it with Kempe. He grabs him and starts throwing. Derek Forbert is hammering away here at Adrian Kempe. Not really sure what this is all about, but we got a fight here at the end of regulation as Kempe and Forbert drop the gloves, and Forbert just pounds away. And that's very likely going to give LA a power play to start. That's going to give LA a power play to start overtime. Because Derek Forbert is definitely going to get an instigator there. Definitely going to get an instigator there. He just grabbed Kempe and started firing away on him. It's because Kempe took out McAvoy. Kempe took out McAvoy earlier in the period. And the Bruins have been trying to get back at Kempe ever since he took out McAvoy. Earlier in the period, finally at the end of the game, Forbert just grabs him and starts throwing. Former King Derek Forbert as well. And Kempe got absolutely pounded there. So it's gonna definitely end up being a power play for the Kings. That is definitely going to be an instigator for Derek Forbert. But the Kings are not going to have Kempe because he is also in the penalty box. He is also in the penalty box, so the Kings are not going to have Kempe. And this is going to be a very interesting overtime coming up here. Very interesting overtime coming up here. Peter, thank you so much for subscribing. Really, really, really appreciate it. Let's get that hype in the chat for Peter, everybody. Thank you so much for subscribing. Awesome to have you here. Let's give a warm welcome in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So let's see what these penalties end up being. Of course, the NHL app doesn't update, so... Hey, thank you so much, Mason. Really appreciate it. This has got to be a power play for the Kings. I mean, Forbert just absolutely grabbed Kempe and started firing on him. Like, that's the definition of an instigator. Wow, did they really not give an extra penalty to Forbert? Wow, no, it's 3-on-3 to start. I cannot believe that, honestly. I'm very, very surprised. I thought for sure that would be an extra penalty to the Bruins on that. So, we're 3-on-3 here in OT. It is all tied up at 2. And what a trade-off for the Bruins! What a trade-off for the Bruins! Third pair defenseman and Derek Forbert is off the ice, but for the Kings, Adrian Kempe, who's their leading goal scorer, is now off the ice for fighting. So there's no extra penalty to the Bruins. Here's their chance in front. Oh, what a save by Peterson! What a save from Cal Peterson! And this game was almost over. But Cal Peterson makes a monster stop here and is able to cover it up as DeBrusk drives to the net. Wow. Abel, what's going on? Welcome in. Man, this is a coin flip overtime right here. This should go either way. This is a coin flip right here. Here's Marchand with the puck. Trying to drive the net. He gets hit by Roy into the post. And that's going to get whistled down. Now as Marchand got driven by the Kings defenseman into the side of the net there, knocking the net off its pegs. 4:10 to go. 3-on-3 in overtime here. Good defense. Good defense from Matt Roy there, not letting Marchand get to the net. Now it's out high, turned over by the Bruins. Marchand's the only one back, but he deflects the pass. Takes it back now for Boston into the offensive zone. Here's Brad with it. Spin around, high slot, shot in, that's blocked. Riley, and a nice glove save there by Peterson. And that is a really nice glove save there by Peterson. Kings take it now on the defensive zone faceoff. It's brought up by Athanasiou. He tries to get around McAvoy. Backdoor shot. Oh, what a chance there for Kopitar. But he misses high. Oh, man. 3:41 to go here in overtime. And Kopitar, what a pass from Athanasiou. Had a great opportunity, but the puck was bouncing. And he puts it up and over the net and into the high netting there. And that is going to be an offensive zone faceoff for the Kings coming up. But a golden chance for LA to finish this one off. And he misses the net. One back now. Bruins trying to work it out of their zone. Taken here. Charlie Coyle with it. 3.5 minutes to go in overtime. 2-2 game. Boston and LA in a game that's been extremely close the entire way. Extremely tight. It's either been tied or a 1-goal difference for this entire game. Nobody ever got out to more than a 1-goal lead. As it's played now by Boston. They turn it over. McAvoy's got to get back. Here's a chance. Breakaway for Athanasiou. He's fast. And he scores! The LA Kings with a come-from-behind win in overtime. They finish it off. And Andreas Athanasiou gets the overtime winner for the Kings. And they take this one 3-2. When you turn the puck over 3-on-3, that is what happens. That is what happens when you turn the puck over 3-on-3. Easy breakaway for the Kings there after a bad turnover by the Bruins. And yeah, they're going to score. When you get a 3-on-3 breakaway, you're probably going to score. And the Kings get a massive 2 points here. As they now, I believe, go to 71 points on the season. And the Kings looking better and better as this season goes along. I love this Kings team. I mean, obviously, I'm a Bruins fan. I wanted the Bruins to win, but I love this Kings team. I hope that the Kings make the playoffs and the Oilers don't. I really hope that the Kings make the playoffs and the Oilers don't. LA now firmly in second place in the Pacific Division. And this LA team is absolutely awesome to watch. And another 2 points here for the Kings. Bruins do pick up a point in this one. And that was just a great back-and-forth hockey game. Hard fought the entire way through. Both teams went at it all back and forth all night long, exchanging goals. Vegas is in the playoffs as of right now, no Mander, but they're behind LA, and they're, I think, in danger of dropping out, and they might snag the third spot, but they're not playing well at all. Vegas has been a problem. Vegas is having a lot of problems right now. So Boston still gets a point. They move up to 73 points on the season. Oh yeah, I mean St. Martin, Boston is like guaranteed a playoff spot. There's no question of the Bruins not making the playoffs. Like they've got 73 points now. They're pretty much guaranteed a playoff spot. They're still 4 points ahead of the Capitals for the last spot. Kings are now at 71 points. They're 2 points behind the Flames for first place in the Pacific Division, although the Flames do play tonight, so they'll have a chance to extend that lead back. But that's a big win for the Kings, who are now 3 points ahead. 3 points ahead of Vegas, and 4 points ahead of the top wild card spot, and in the playoffs by 5 points. So Kings are in pretty good shape out in the Pacific right now. Very good shape, actually. All right, guys, so that's going to bring us to the end of this one. LA with a 3-2 win in overtime, and that was a very just great all-around hockey game. Both teams played well. Game went to overtime, and the Kings were able to finish it off with the breakaway goal in overtime. But that's going to bring it to this one. My next stream is going to be tomorrow night, and boy, do we have a game coming up tomorrow night. Florida Panthers against Pittsburgh Penguins tomorrow night. That is going to be so much fun. Same time as tonight, 7 p.m. It's going to be awesome. I just dropped my upcoming stream schedule in the chat. Please don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams, welcome and wanted here. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. And I'll be talking to you all very, very soon, hopefully. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. And see you guys next time.